Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to probably my first video that you've seen. Today, we're excited. We're excited because the Werewolves pack is going to be coming out soon, and as a self-identifying goth kid, I feel it is my duty, my responsibility to do some occult makeovers. So this is going to be the first video in a series where I am doing just that. I'm just going to give makeovers to all of the Occult Sims in the series so far, or all the name ones. Today we are doing vampires, so I'm here with Lilith and Caleb, and we're going to be starting with some makeovers for them here today. Hey, so hair slightly different, makeup slightly different, pay it no mind, but I realized I forgot to record this part, so in this makeover series, I am using custom content, specifically alpha custom content, and I'll be notating in my description every single item I use so that if you want to recreate this or if you want to download this from the gallery, you can check to see if you have all of the individual items. I'm also doing a little bit of storytelling in this video series, just talking about the history of The Sims because it's something that I am a little bit passionate about. So in getting prepared for this video, I actually rewatched the early trailers and the promotional stuff for vampires just to kind of get excited. So everything I'm saying comes from that. But yeah, that's it. So we'll get back to the video. Let me know whose makeover you like best in the comments below. And past Kim, take it away. Now for Lilith, both her and Caleb didn't actually get turned into vampires, probably until they moved to Forgotten Hollow. They don't really have a lot of lore attached to them before The Sims 4. All we really know is they have a beef with Vlad, and in the trailer, we actually see that it's Vlad who turned Lilith into a vampire. This is the first hairstyle I thought of to use for Lilith, and I honestly think it works perfectly. I can't see her without bangs, and I may only be slightly biased, but I love bangs. I think they look really nice on her. But Lilith was turned into a vampire by Vlad. We don't really know a whole bunch about Lilith and what she was really doing before she turned into a vampire. All we know is she's active, she's outgoing, she's creative, and she wants to have a vampire family, which means she is interested in turning people, which honestly is a bit different than her brother, who's a lot more adverse to the vampire stuff. I'm not going to be making any changes to their actual face shapes, which is going to be a little bit more challenging once I get to Vlad now that I realize it. And in the background, when we see Vlad turning her in the early trailers, there are some context clues we could look at that can help us kind of learn a little bit more about Lilith. Specifically, she's on a computer late at night, so maybe she has interests in computers or gaming or programming, something like that. And we also see some posters in the background of like doctors and then just like a regular movie poster. But it makes me think that she does have a little bit more of a nerdy side to her. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm a big, huge nerd. But I'm gonna kind of let that influence me a little bit as I give her this makeover. And then of course we have to remove the EA lashes because no. But okay, now that we have all of the skin details, all of that on here, I'm going to unlink the regular form and the dark form. I still want the dark form to have like all the cracks and have a different outfit and everything, but before the regular outfit, here is Lilith. I'm going to give her some lashes. I think that one suits her pretty nicely. And for the necklace, I think something simple like this has a lot of character already. Let's get to the outfit, because this is a little... We will get to the makeup once we figure out what we're doing with the outfit. I always forget how ripped she is. Okay. But she goes from this like good girl aesthetic with like the pigtails. It's like the same pigtails that they use for Cassandra. So she goes from this, you know, good girl appearance to this super edgy, laying it on thick, she's a vampire kind of look. So I still want to do something a little funky, a little out there, because I think it would suit her style. And hey, maybe even something where we can show off those abs, because, girl. Okay, this is a nice combination of like athletic up top, creative on the bottom, and I think it still works well together. And for the shoes, I really specifically want to use these ones because they have the little skulls on them. And then lastly, I really like the look of wearing leggings under jeans. So I was thinking either like those stripy ones, the regular fishnets, or I have some of these other... Ooh, okay. I actually really like this one. I only just recently got university, so I think we're gonna go with those. And in her original look, she has like this bright blue eyeshadow. Ooh, that's very bright. And then she has like this pinky purple lip going on. I kind of want to see what I can get kind of like similar to that without it being a lot. So far, all of this it's a lot. I mean, this is nice. Perhaps I spoke too soon. So even though it's a little bit more purple, I'm gonna go with this one. I kind of want to look for a nice wing. I like a nice wing, but something that works well with this like bright eyeshadow look. I think this is probably the best we're gonna get. I feel like it's hard to do a proper wing on hooded eyes, both in real life and in The Sims, so we're going with this one. I'm actually not going to give her any blush or anything, because again, she is a vampire, but I'm gonna give her some little eye reflections. I think that'll just enhance the level of cute that she has. Now for the fun part with the lips. This is close to the color that she has originally, but I'm not like the biggest fan of it. Or maybe we just go more subtle. Ooh, no, this is the winner. This one right here. Like a nice plum. I'm going back on the eyeshadow, and I'm using the same style, but just reducing the opacity. It looks really nice. Like, I really like this. This feels a lot more natural. We don't have as like heavily weighted of a makeup look. Now I am gonna see if I have any cool tattoo ideas. I don't know. I just want to do something. I want to do something tattoo related for Lilith. I just feel like it makes sense. I'm just going for these subtle hand tattoos because I think it works. It works nicely with balancing out everything else she has going on. I don't normally choose nails because, like, for me personally, I hate maintaining my nails. But I think like just a nice little subtle, just a subtle nail looks really good. And then for her dark form, I'm doing the same as before, just removing everything she has on. For the eyes, I'm going to switch out and just do these red ones. I'm not really a huge fan of the full-on red ones, but I think these ones look really good. I'm giving her the same lashes that she has on her regular form. I think maybe in here, we could give a stronger eye look. So this is the same makeup, it's just in black. And then I think we could go for the same lip, just maybe darker. Yeah. At that point, it kind of looks like blood red. And then we gotta give the vampire teeth. Ooh. And I really like this. This is like a eye blush, but it brings out, I don't know, I just think it looks really good. And I'll give her those same hand tattoos. And something in me just really wants to go full on like dark and edgy and fishnets, plaid skirts. It's like the classic like mid-2000s Hot Topic goth, so you gotta go where your gut takes you. Unless the meshes interact strangely with each other, in which case don't go where your gut takes you. And I need to see if like anything works with this. This is like kinda given more like Trip Pants vibes, which are very mid-2000s goth. Let's see what else we have. Okay. I feel like I literally owned a skirt that looked almost exactly like that, but I'm liking this so far. Yeah, so far I'm liking this the most. I don't know, had to come back around to this one. I just like the tears and just kind of the patchwork that it has in general. And then we're back with the combat boots, and then not that we're really going to be able to see it, but we'll get these guys back in action. Now, I was going through accessories, and this is an overlay for a headband. It's not interacting with her hair very well, but it's given her some nice purple streaks, and I think that works really well for Lilith, personally. Ooh, we also have this, but it is kind of hovering off a bit. Yeah, no, we're going with the purple streaks, we gotta. And again, it's like the chunky kind of purple streaks, because we We didn't really dye our hair properly back in the day. But there we go. We have Lilith in her dark form. And Lilith in her regular everyday form. And I'm really liking how this is looking, so let's go ahead and move on to Caleb. Now, Caleb is ambitious, materialistic, and a foodie. He also has the good vampire aspiration, so ultimately all of this just points to the foodie trait being a little unfortunate. And he's a little bit more on the nose, tragic, mid-2000s Hot Topic goth, so we're gonna give him a little spruce up. I mean, it's the hair for me, honestly. Now, Caleb, like Lilith, he wasn't turned into a vampire until they moved to Forgotten Hollow. Again, most likely. And he was actually turned by a vampire called Miss Hell. And she's one of the, like, random DLC vampires that you can download. And Miss Hell was turned by Vlad. And we're not really sure who got turned first, if it was Lilith or if it was Caleb. But something tells me that whichever one was turned first, the other one most likely probably went looking for a little bit of trouble because they didn't want to be separate. Because it's not really confirmed, but I know a lot of people, myself included, think that maybe the two of them are twins. And I said I wasn't going to change any of the genetics, but what is this sad little brow? I need to get rid of his hair temporarily because I really don't know what's going on with these brows. I feel like they're really low. They're also upturned. But okay, now that the eyebrows are figured out, I think I do like these ones best. I want him and Lilith to have similar looks, so I'm going to give them roughly the same skin details. I feel like these siblings are one of those memes about bisexual panic. Caleb was confirmed, or at least very heavily hinted at being bisexual, since he's been caught in 4K flirting with both men and women. And I'm really wanting to... I really want one of these facial hairs to look good with him, but so far it all just feels like too much. Now I'm giving him the same lashes, and then we are giving him some eyeliner. Because that's how he came to us, and that's how he'll be leaving us as well. Ooh, I like this. This is very Black Parade. But alright, now we gotta figure out all this. And Caleb also has a vampire aspiration, the good vampire. He's ambitious, he's a foodie, and he is materialistic. So I think just more of a high fashion. He already has, like, you could tell he cares about fashion. So we're gonna give him a more of a kind of a fancy fashion vibe. Or we could go full goth again. I'm kidding. It's a little bit too much for Caleb, but I am going to be keeping the red and black theme for sure. Like, there's something about this that just feels too casual for Caleb because he's very extra. Okay. This is nice. But it's a lot more modern than what he originally wears. Like, I feel like we have to go skinny jeans with Caleb. That's just his energy. I feel like we also need to do, like, boots, but like a heeled boot. Unfortunately, there aren't too many of those in The Sims. Ooh. They're very witchy with the little spats. Okay. And then we just need to throw a black sock in there. Yeah, I'm so torn between, like, the more casual, open chest, laid back, chain necklace, or the more, like, kind of fancy schmancy look. But I'm not gonna lie, something like this is just... I'm torn, because this is also just given really strong vibes. I like the bright colored pant, and then just like the little chain accessory. Yeah, I honestly think I have to go this. And Caleb, you are definitely getting just Sharpie black nail polish. It's one of those things that just makes sense. And this may be controversial, but I'm giving Caleb they, them pronouns because I've always just felt it in my soul. I'm just going to give Lilith her pronouns as well. So then now for the dark form, for this one, I think, yeah, we'll have the fancy appearance for this one. And then I'm going to unlink the forms so there's no more meddling. We're gonna gray him out a bit, make sure he has his little vampire teeth. And then we'll give him all these like mouth cracks and just similar to what Lilith has. I'm giving him like the red kind of blush effect around his eyes. And I really wanted to give him like the darker kind of smudgy lips too, but ain't nothing looking right. So far, it's all just looking like too colorful for his skin, but this one, with the opacity lowered, kind of gives a nice, like, dead lip look, so. And we'll give him the red eyes. And there we have it. Caleb in his dark form. Caleb in his everyday form. Alright, now on to Vlad. Oh, Vlad. They really did you dirty here, man. Those of you who have played with Vlad before, you kind of know his face sliders are really at the end of, they're really just min-maxed to just ridiculous degrees. I am going to bring his eyes up a bit, just very slightly reducing the extremes that his face is at. I still want him to have just the really striking features, but maybe not where it looks like his face got smushed in. Because it's really just like the cheekbones where I feel the problem resides. Like, I feel like they just pulled this all the way in. But okay. There he is. I'm not going to mess with him too much more because I don't want him to lose his Vladiness. But here is Mr. Vlad Straud. Straud? I don't know. This is Vlad. We all know Vlad. So some interesting things about Vlad. Vlad is supposedly, you know, the oldest vampire in the game. He actually found Forgotten Hollow, well, founded Forgotten Hollow, when he was part of a settlement some like 400-ish years ago. Everyone in his settlement just disappeared. They just disappeared out of nowhere. And Vlad was the only survivor, and he went on to found the town in their honor, and since then everyone just kind of thinks that his family or his ancestors have been the ones living in the big house at the top of the hill. But of course, we all know it's just been Vlad the entire time. All right, I like this one. I kind of like the longer hair on Vlad. It does hide his ears, make his ears a little more sticky outy. I like a good sticky outy ear. Okay, that looks a little bit better. But I know it's a common theory amongst fans that, you know, Vlad was the one that caused everyone to disappear, and maybe he was a newly formed vampire at that point, and it was an accident. But I actually, gosh, some of these are not doing him any favors. I subscribe to the idea that maybe that attack was his origin story. That maybe Vlad came to, you know, wherever, Simerica, whatever we want to call it. And when he got here, ooh, this is given some depth. I think that maybe when he got to the place that would eventually become Forgotten Hollow, that's where they encountered the vampires for the first time. And I think it's possible that maybe the whole town was wiped out and Vlad was the only survivor. But then at that point, he was already a vampire, so just that combined with survivor's guilt, I can see that fueling him to form the town in everybody's honor. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I feel like we're going almost too realistic with him, but with the slight changes we made to his facial structure, it works. It's working for me. Now if I can get some natural lips that don't have too much color in them. Like, he has to get some color somewhere. He's drinking the blood, so that's gotta equate to some kind of color. Give him some slightly stronger cheekbones too. But okay. I'm liking where this is going. And now I'm gonna unlink the forms. His hair's already attached. We'll make him look a little bit more extreme once we get back to his vampire form. I don't know. There's just something about Vlad. Combined with his backstory and becoming the founder of the town and all of that, I just don't think that he started off as this super evil dude. Something in me is really just behind the theory that maybe he was like a Scrooge type character and then he just had that rude awakening and woke up as a member of the undead. You know, I'm kind of liking the purple. Kind of liking the purple on him. And he's just a skinny man, so it's gonna be... I feel like it's gonna be hard to dress him regardless. Maybe it's the hair. No, I like the hair. I like the hair too much. Something about this is just reminding me of Varric from Legend of Korra. I don't know how I feel about that. But you know what? The black one, it's a little bit younger, I think, with the nice, refreshed, whatever kind of makeover we would call this. It works. And we'll be giving Vlad just he, him pronouns. For his dark form, yeah, it's hard to beat the original little trench coat, but we'll remove his hair, and then I'm giving him the old-fashioned, like Nosferatu kind of vibes here. And then kind of keeping it in line with what I did for Caleb and Lilith. I really like the red kind of blush. And then I'm gonna give him some like eye smudge that kind of expands on the kind of like the dark pits of the eyes. And then for the skin details, I'm just gonna add more around the mouth and the cheeks, kind of see what comes through. We'll give him these spooky vampire teeth. I'm thinning out his brows. I changed up one of the skin details to something that let a little bit more, just like a little bit more depth come through. And I think get rid of the facial hair. So yeah, just when he turns into his dark form, just all of his hair falls out. It's fine. Just his true age starting to show, I guess. So there we have Creepy Vlad and his new regular form. I think it still really looks like him, which I like. And on last thought, I'm actually just giving him these really light lashes. And no, you know what? Final decision, we're giving him slightly darker gray facial hair. I think this is the right call, because again, he is, supposedly, he's a young adult. So don't know what happened with that. But I think this works. I really like this. I think this is it's a good just slight adjustment vibe for Vlad. He still has the evil trait, still has the loner trait. Really the main good thing about him is that he's a music lover. But I like this. I wasn't sure where it was gonna go initially. You know, it's about journey, not destination. Destination's still important, but journey. But I think we made good choices today. So good job, team. We did it. Anyway, this was really fun to do. Let me know which was your favorite makeover in the comments down below. I think next I'll be doing the spellcasters from Realm of Magic. But let me know if there are any other characters you would like to see get makeovers. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can be notified when I update this series again. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Werewolves pack at release just because I can never afford it. But when I do eventually get it, I'm going to have all of my occults ready to go. And I cannot wait to see what is in the new pack when it does come out. But thank you again so much for watching. If you have any Sims that you would like to see me make over, whether it be occults or something else, please let me know in the comments below. But with that, I will see you all next time. Bye.